Once upon a time, in a village nestled amidst rice paddies, lived a young girl named Maya. Maya had a curious mind and a heart that brimmed with questions. She watched the world around her with wide eyes, noticing how the river swelled and subsided, how delicate flowers bloomed then withered, and how the village elders seemed both strong and fragile all at once. One morning, Maya skipped along the dirt path toward the market when she saw an unusual sight. An old monk, his head shaved and his robes of faded saffron, sat beneath the sprawling banyan tree. His eyes were closed, and his face wore a look of utter peace. Maya, never one for shyness, plopped down beside him. "Why are you so still?" she asked, her voice chirping. The monk's eyes opened, revealing a warmth that crinkled the corners. "I sit in stillness, Maya, to learn about the world within." Maya tilted her head, confused. "Learn about the world within? But the world is out there." She gestured at the bustling market stalls. The monk chuckled softly. "Ah, but the world inside us reflects the world outside. Like the quiet surface of a pond shows the moon and the clouds, so too our hearts and minds can show us the truth of how all things are." This mysterious idea swirled in Maya's head like a leaf caught in a breeze. "Can you teach me what you know?" she blurted out. The monk smiled. "Indeed. But first, tell me, what troubles you, child?" Maya frowned. "Everything in my life changes, like the river's flow. My puppy grows bigger, my grandmother's hair turns white, even my favorite doll is starting to come apart. It makes me sad, this changing." The monk nodded. "This is the truth of impermanence, Maya. Everything in this world is in a constant state of flux. Even mountains crumble, oceans shift. Nothing stays the same forever." Maya felt a pang in her chest. If everything good must change, would it eventually disappear? The thought frightened her. Seeming to sense her worry, the monk gently touched her shoulder. "Do not be afraid, child. Change can bring sadness, but it can also bring beauty and renewal. Think of the caterpillar. It must transform completely to become a graceful butterfly." He motioned to a bright flower at the edge of the path. This bloom opened from a tiny bud just days ago. Its time of full beauty is short, yet we cherish it even more for its fleeting nature. Maya looked at the flower, understanding starting to dawn. So change isn't just about loss. No, Maya. It's about transformation, about becoming. This is called anicca, impermanence. It is a law of the universe, as certain as the rising sun. But why? Maya's brow furrowed. Why must things change? The monk looked thoughtful. Imagine if the river never changed, just a stagnant pool forever. Or if you were always a tiny child, never learning and growing. Even good things, if unchanging, would lose their value. It is in the changing that life becomes precious. Over the next few weeks, Maya visited the monk every morning. They sat under the banyan tree as he taught her about Buddhism. Maya began to meditate, focusing on her breath and the rise and fall of her emotions. She learned that her sadness, like her joy, was an ever-shifting current. It didn't define her, but flowed through her. One day, Maya's beloved grandmother fell ill. Maya was heartbroken, remembering the monk's words about impermanence. Still, seeing her grandmother so frail was a painful shock. She rushed to the banyan tree, tears stinging her eyes. The monk listened patiently as Maya poured out her grief. When she finished, he patted her hand.